This is a Cessna Cardinal RG, Cessna 177 RG, serial number 35. And we'll just do a quick walk around just to show you the ins and outs of it. The hood is off, the cowling is off because we're fixing to change the oil. This belongs to the Shondale Flying Club, Austin Bergstrom Airport, Austin, Texas, USA. First thing, since the hood's off, we get a good look at the Lycoming IO 360 fuel injected airplane engine with a constant speed prop. And you can see it's pretty simple compared to a car engine. These are really a mechanic time traveling forward from the 50s would really not find much on here that would confuse him. It's all, you can see, a mechanical type fuel injection system, all pretty straightforward. In the aviation world, they don't change much. Notorious Cessna gear, we've had no serious problems with it, well, except for once with one hard landing. But it's not the most robust landing gear ever made. You can see that this airplane was made sort of in a response to Mooney. This is a completely different design than all other single-engine Cessnas, except the wing is off of a Cessna 210. You notice the flush riveting. This airplane is made for both speed and comfort. So you can see they don't have all the little bumpies on it, a few like are there at the door hinge, but a lot cleaner. Notice the flush riveting along the leading edge of the wing where drag makes most. Little mirror. The mirror is for you, the pilot, to look out the window and see that the main gear has retracted. This airplane has got a large interior by the standards of light planes, very much comfortable, more comfortable than our Piper Archer and our Piper Warrior, particularly for the backseat passenger. You sit in the kitchen chair position. Let's look in the cockpit. So we've got a fairly decent avionics stack. It's probably state-of-the-art circa 1998, but still good. We have an IFR-approved King GPS. We have two, this is a NAVCOM radio, this is a COM radio, and this is a what's called an RNAV system. It's an older system that's based on VORs, but it is IFR legal. It does let us play file stroke I just with this in case the database on the GPS is out of whack. We have a CD player there, nice digital transponder there. Got an ADF. I'm not even sure if it works or not. Real nice audio panel. We can listen to music. It's got a music input jack, so you can listen to music and it'll mute the music when somebody talks on the radio. Constant speed props. You got a mixture prop and throttle controls. There's the landing gear handle. Very nicely located trim controls that are very powerful, make the airplane a delight to fly. Very easy to trim off. Brake handle right out of my dad's 1957 Plymouth. What else to say? Real nice instrument panel. We got an automatic pilot. That's controlled by this device here, which is also a backup attitude indicator. You can see on the control panel, you got autopilot controls here for autopilot mode, autopilot disconnect, and altitude hold. Standby vacuum system also. That vacuum powers the main attitude instrument and the main directional gyro. If those fail, we can pull, they're powered by an engine-driven vacuum pump. If that fails, we pull the standby. And we got that, and plus the autopilot can fly the plane just on electricity. Large flaps like Cessnas have, retracted right now. Very un-Cessna is the stabilator. All other Cessnas that I'm aware of have a fixed horizontal stabilizer with a movable elevator. This is similar to our Piper Archer and Warrior in that the whole tail moves. I have had people tell me that they feel like they've flown Cardinals and that they're heavy in pitch. They're only heavy in pitch if you don't know how to fly them. If you use those big trim controls and keep trimmed up, they're fine. Aileron's very light in roll, very, very light. Roll axis. You can fly easily fingertip flyable airplane. The slots were added after the initial prototypes to make the pitch forces a little bit less. Emergency locator beacon antenna. I think that's an automatic direction finding antenna to NAVCOM antennas on the top. And if we could crawl down the bottom, we'd see the antennas for the DME and the transponder. GPS antenna up there on the top. You see the fuel cap there if you look close. This carries 50 gallons of fuel, usable. Burns about 10 to 11 gallons an hour. Cruises about 135 knots. Static wick here to bleed off static electricity. Tennis ball used on the ground to keep bugs from getting into the pitot indicator, which tells us our airspeed. We don't want bugs in there. What else is there to say? This is an absolutely delightful airplane to fly, a real pilot's airplane. A little bit more maintenance intensive than perhaps a simpler airplane would be, but it's worth the trouble because it's such a wonderful airplane to fly.